The dumbest thing ever is you taking this particular holiday and get your ass in debt. I gotta make sure I get everybody something. Who started that crap? That's dumb. And then you combine that dumbness with you just spent all this money on probably people you haven't seen but once or twice a year. You ain't gotta get them a damn thing. As a matter of fact, go get you a plate, go sit down, watch some football, and be quiet. That's what you can do. Have a good time. Enjoy the family. Because for me, it's about getting the family.
Podcast twins, and we are back in the twin cave, Vince.
You know, we have been on location for a little bit, so it's good to come back home. It's really good.
We're in here getting ready to celebrate Christmas.
The first Christmas gift you guys can do for me is to go ahead and click that subscribe button. And you know what? You guys have been doing an amazing job. Our subscribers are going up. And so we want to thank you for all the support that you've given us the entire year, being as though that we have eclipsed a whole year's worth of episodes out here now. So we want to thank you. And you have been following us big. Our Facebook followers are really, really jumping up, really huge. TikTok has caught on. I told you TikTok was going to do good. Instagram is TikToking along. But hey, our YouTube followers, man, we want to thank all of you guys for making this one hell of a year, man. We've had a great time.
Well over 555 subscribers last time I looked.
600.
Well over 600 subscribers.
600 and change.
Just a few more and we'll be at 1,000.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Hopefully
by the
you guys
end
can
of
help
January.
us. Hopefully by the end of the first month of the year, you guys can help us reach that 1,000 mark on YouTube. We've already surpassed that on Facebook.
Hallelujah, amen. Well, listen, Vince, before we go.
Okay.
Merry Christmas to you and your family,
ho,
my
ho,
man.
ho. And happy all the holidays.
Or maybe I should, yes, right. Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Happy Kwanzaa. Don't forget Festivus for the rest of us.
Okay, no doubt.
From Seinfeld.
That's what we're doing, yeah.
Got to throw a Seinfeld, Seinfeld reference in there occasionally.
Can't be mad at that.
So, or should I say, maybe I shouldn't say Merry Christmas. Maybe I should say Merry Grinchmas to you.
Well, hey, listen, it all depends on your outlook. This time of year is awesome because it's usually the time of year where my family gets together in Chicago, and it's our biggest gathering, so even if we don't do none of the other big holidays, the Christmas time is when we normally get together. But in other families, this is the year that they're going to fight. This is the big time of the year. So you just don't know. When you get a whole big family put together, a lot of food, usually a little sipping of some libations going on, things can get testy.
Okay, fair enough. So is there a family tradition where like the cops come, or what's going on here?
Not for us.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I've been to other family functions where it was like, ooh, I should leave, but I ain't going nowhere. So listen, this time of year can produce all kinds of funky stuff going on in your households. But hey, what we're hoping for you guys is that if that is your family, first of all, invite me. I love to go to those functions. But if it is, try to make it a better year this year. Let's spread a little love. Not the cheeks like my last shirt.
Well, but speaking of being a Grinch, right?
Okay,
I mean, it's kind of a loose term.
It is
now, but there's reasons to be a Grinch. People call it Merry Stressmas.
Yeah.
People rag on it because it's a pagan holiday. People dislike the fact that it's a gift giving, give to get kind of thing. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of shopping. There's a lot of financial stress then. And then that leads to health stress, which also we're eating probably our sugar for the year in December.
For sure.
And that's going to put a stress on your health as well.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not sleeping as well. So how do we spin that and make these good things?
Because, listen, the dumbest thing in the world, the absolute most idiotic thing that I've seen in all my years of breathing here, walking this particular planet in this particular...
It's got to be a long list by now.
The dumbest thing ever is you taking this particular holiday and get your ass in debt. For what? For what? I mean, it boggles my brain that we buy things and look, these companies they depend on this time of year. That they're operating in the red all year, hoping that December gets them back in the black. And they're gonna get in the black on your back because they know you're gonna come in here and max out those credit cards. They know you're gonna come buy meaningless, stupid things. And to me, of all the years I've seen and talked to people, that's where the stress begins. I got to make sure I get everybody something. Who started that crap? Who who was responsible for being the first one to be like, I got to get everybody something? That's dumb. And then you combine that dumbness with you just spent all this money on probably people you haven't seen but once or twice a year. But you got to figure since they come into your function, you got to get them something. No, you don't. You ain't got to get them a damn thing. As a matter of fact, go get you a plate, go sit down, watch some football, and be quiet. That's what you can do. And have a good time, enjoy the family. Because for me, it's about getting the family together.
Well, at least you're consistent because that's why you said you love Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
So at least you're staying in your lane there,
it's
right?
Just
like, and
because I think it's dumb to get in financial debt.
And
over this.
We're the same. We kind of have dropped the whole present giving thing, and it's just about the family and the food, right? We're Paisans, you know that, and fortunately, if I want to on Christmas, I could stay completely carnivore at Aunt Michelle's house.
Okay.
Because there's going to be lamb, there's going to be pork. Now, of course, there's going to be 2 different pastas at least. Yeah. There's going to be salads. There's going to be all kinds of cheese. It's going to be a spread. We got 35, 38. I don't even know the number anymore because my cousins keep showing up pregnant like at every family. No, I'm serious. I'm the oldest of all the cousins.
Okay.
And now, like, since my aunt and uncle are younger than my dad, my cousins are significantly younger than me.
They're hitting
while my kids are 16 and 10.
Right.
And my sister's kids are 5, 5, and 1.
Okay.
They're like baby after baby.
Wow.
And there's a lot of cousins, right? My aunt has 4 kids. My uncle has a son. So, he's younger, and my other cousin's getting married in April, but he lives in California, so he may or may not be down for Christmases. It depends on his musical engineering schedule and where he's going.
Okay.
But I mean, we have a big Christmas. It's a big deal. There's babies everywhere. There's kids running around.
That's the best part.
It's pandemonium.
Now,
and we love it. And we love it.
I'm cool with taking care of the little kids, giving them something just to get them ripping things. But hey, man, listen.
But they don't need 20 of them.
They don't need that.
Yeah.
Because matter of fact, they're going to
play with the box.
They're going to play with the box, the wrapping paper. They're going to forget about that toy, especially if you're buying something that they're going to outgrow in 3 months. What are we doing?
The only way we've mitigated that, having the grandparents that are still alive and great-grandparents for Tessa,
that's awesome.
is like, please just get them experiences.
Yeah.
Like get them movie passes, get them bowling, get them maybe paintball now that they're older. Something we can all do together and enjoy. Maybe you want to do it with them and take them that day, and me and the wife go do our thing like we did for 8 days in Vegas. Thanks again, Dad and Rob, for dog and or kid sitting. I mean, I think it's a good way around. Now, they don't listen the first year. They may not listen the second year, but if you pound them 3, 4, 5, 6 years, it's like, all right, she's getting a little older, he's getting a little older.
Right.
Let's maybe say, okay, we want to do this. We want to take them to a Heat game. We want to take them to a hockey game.
Right.
Because they like that stuff.
Yeah. Now that kind of stuff is cool.
Something that's meaningful.
But let's be honest, a Heat game and a hockey game, that ain't cheap.
No, 100%.
And so I'm saying,
but it also doesn't clutter my house.
If
bowling is cheap, movies are cheap.
Movies are cheap.
A nice restaurant that the kid likes and wants to go to is relatively inexpensive to. I'm not saying take them to Disney.
No.
Right? Like if
that's a mortgage.
If you have the means and you want to take your grandkids to Disney, take your grandkids to Disney. Absolutely. I'm not saying that has to, but you know what? Maybe buy them a couple gold and silver coins.
That's what I was just about to say. You can hit up Miles Franklin. We're going to probably run a commercial during this. Anyway.
No, we would never.
No. But, another thing that I was looking to do is for the grands for their birthdays, we've already stopped the gift giving.
Switched.
Now you just send the money directly into their investment account. I don't care if it's $20,
Okay.
$30, $50, because compound interest will be more. They would appreciate that way more in 18
And
years.
same philosophy with the coins.
Same philosophy with the
obviously.
coins.
Yeah.
So, but I just hate to see people dig a hole. What my family has done in Chicago is we have had a grab bag for probably coming up on 60 some odd years every year. So the family gets together, we pull names, and you buy. That way you're not trying to buy gifts
Yeah.
for everyone. So you buy your
You
grab bag
bring
gift.
one, like a
and
Secret Santa is similar to what
yeah,
you guys do. And
so
okay.
we do the grab bag, and now, I mean, it used to be a brown lunch bag with names folded up, shake it around, hand it around. Now they got it. They got a app
Of
that we
course. We got an
we
app for
we
that.
we had to draw names on the app. It showed you the random names like Wheel of Fortune, and then it just stopped, and that's the name you got. Then you click that thing there, and it showed you what their choices were.
Okay.
And we put a cap on it, $50.
So everybody's got something to open, so you still do the gift
Still
thing.
do the gift thing,
but
it's not breaking your bank
okay.
to do that. And I mean, we started putting dollar limits on there probably 15 years ago, just because we got tired of people
Yeah.
either feeling like they shouldn't come because they don't have that, they had a rough year. So no, we put, and if they ain't got it, come eat anyway. Come hang out, because it's about the family. Forget about making these companies rich, people. They're already rich enough. Let's go ahead and bring the richness back to our families, and bring it back.
The podcast twins. I'm Drew. That's Vince. Gold and silver aren't just history, they're security. That's why we partner with Miles Franklin.
And if you just call 952-929-7006 or email them at info@milesfranklin.com, tell them that the podcast twins sent you. You'll get preferred pricing, and you'll get very well taken care of by them.
Real talk, real value, Miles Franklin.
Bring it back.
Another good gift that we can give ourselves. I know I keep talking about steak. I got this infatuation with steak. But
yeah.
I got a third person for us to share a cow with.
Oh.
My friend Elizabeth was like, I'm in. I've wanted to do it. I lived on a ranch when I was a kid. And so we just need one more person, and then we got ourselves a whole cow.
Man, listen, I'm so looking forward to that. I'm ready to. Well, we're gonna save that because we're gonna talk. But
it's
that would
whole
be
cow time.
But that would be a gift for us if you ever wanted to do something like that. Feed me. So life is good.
We'll cook it too.
Yeah,
we got no problem.
No
You've seen
doubt.
us cook. We want to cook more. So just if we have a whole cow, we have a lot of different things to cook.
Yeah,
like a lot.
So that means we gotta need more recipes.
We're gonna have more cooking
Well,
shows.
good.
Tessa will be very,
I'm sure,
very, very
the whole gamut of them.
Tessa will be
But
happy.
look,
So Ed, he loves it when Curfton keeps going, man.
Oh, yeah.
Curfton's his favorite person, because if Curfton's not there, know we got Big Ed.
He's the eye in the sky, man.
Now he's automatically invited. He's part of the family at this point.
He's dug in. But what I was thinking with this whole Grinchmas Christmas thing is, take the marketing away. Take the marketing from the gifts.
Well, you could take the marketing away from everything, and life would be better. That's solved like 90% of the problems.
I mean, well, if yeah, well, okay, problem solved. But yeah,
turn the TV.
I was more thinking that
turn your phone off.
The family. So I knew a couple Jehovah's Witnesses growing up, and they can't celebrate Christmas.
All right.
But the parent was like, well, my kid is not going to be the odd kid out. So they developed what was called a family gift giving day. So they still had Christmas. They didn't have a tree. They didn't have traditional wrapping paper, but they did what they had to do because their kid was just sitting around. A 6-year-old is not understanding why
they get
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike is opening up gifts, and they don't. They don't care about no religion like that.
Yeah.
And so I've watched several families over the years make adjustments in order to still celebrate a family day versus a religion or religious holiday. And so that's also where the whole Grinchmas can come in, because you got that family member that's just they coming in Bible thumping, They got the other ones that's, so, it's a big melting pot. So it's at my house this year. We don't have that issue because, everybody come there, they kind of on the same page. We don't care what the reasoning is. It's a table full of food, and we come in there to destroy. And in the meanwhile, we'll watch a couple football games that at it because it's going to be plenty of sports going on.
I tell you what, man, Christmas is great.
My favorite though.
Yeah, you've said that many times.
My favorite.
It's coming up here this week. It comes around every year this time of year.
What are you guys doing? You guys doing something different this year? Put it in the comments. Let us know. Give us some ideas for maybe we can bring it out there for future shows and bring people up, because this thing is evolving. Because here's the thing for me. Do you really get excited when you get gifts anymore? Because if you're anything like me, you get an Amazon package almost every day.
Well,
so it takes
it takes a little of the spice
out of it. It's like, man, I open gifts every day.
Well, have you seen those videos on social media about, like, they asked their kid, name 3 gifts you got last year?
Oh no, I would love to see that.
And the kids are just staring at the camera blankly.
No idea.
And then they're like, well, where did we go on vacation? And they're like, oh, we went to Tennessee on vacation and we went to this, and this.
Moments.
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
sort of like my golf game.
I mean, I
don't play for scores, I play for moments.
Did you have any big moments on the golf course this week? You
want
to share anything?
Oh yeah. No, well, I mean, listen, like I said today we both played today, different courses. And I was either amazing or atrocious. So I played the 2As today. I mean, I did well. I mean, it was okay overall, but I mean, you're talking about how you hit a blazing drive out there, then you chunk the next shot 10 feet. It's unbelievable.
I hit some very good shots, and that's all I'll say. And I made some putts, but
that's how you stay positive.
I tell you what, though, it's really tough. I'm going to sound like Kramer for a second, but it's really tough playing a public course the day after a private course.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
Oh my goodness,
it's in your face. You don't even want to. You're looking at them like, ugh.
Great time, both times. Good people, no complaints.
Oh wait a minute, we're being cruel, man. These people, some of these people live and they're out there digging snow and blowing snow off the driveway.
I guess
they might think we're being the Grinchmas now.
I guess it is late this, and well, you know what?
We're teasing them out.
Well, let's use that as a lead in to talk about the good of Christmas, right? You got some time off of work usually.
Yeah, most people.
I know at Winners we're Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're taking the days off. Next week we'll have some, a couple more days off, and a lot of our vendors take time off, so it doesn't really matter if we're here or not. But I look at it as, okay, that's time to spend with close friends on the golf course, preferably. And then
also the busiest times on the golf course.
Well, it is, and the rounds are a little longer.
Yeah.
And, we've got these folks from the snowlands of Canada and New York and Connecticut and Massachusetts. So if you're a snowbird, thanks for taking all our tea times, you jerks.
Yeah, we sort of like you, but not really.
We like you, but we just don't like you clogging up our golf. Yeah. And I tell you what, man, I thought we were going to get in a fight today on the golf course because...
but you're too positive of a person.
The group behind us was hitting into... it wasn't me. I didn't hit the ball back at them on 18, okay?
All right.
That was not me.
But it did happen.
Somebody in my group may have allegedly hit one of the balls back at them after we finished number 18.
I like that.
But there's probably no proof of that.
No.
And I'm not going to tell you where we went.
Nope. So that's all. But I got one more. Irritating thing. Well, it's ironic and irritating. Growing up in Chicago, living down here for 30 years, seeing people in Florida try to turn Florida into a winter wonderland. That always just it just does it for me. I'm like, you're creating a winter one. It's 85 degrees outside, and there's icicle lights hanging from your house. It is remarkable how funny that is to me.
It is pretty cool.
Because for the first several years, I used to go home every year. I didn't do a Christmas down here until, well after 2000. So, I mean, I was already, for the first 10 years, I absolutely went home every year. So, but as the job began to do this and I became a fireman, things rotated. So I started missing, and then I'm down here watching these people try to turn Florida into a winter wonderland. It is the funniest thing to me. It's the most ironic thing. Then they put the little Santa Fana hat on with some shorts and flip flops. It is. It's. I love it. It just. So it's the spirit. They trying to hold on to it, but it is so funny to me. Again, growing up in the cold, where hell, you didn't want to go out there and hang nothing on your porch, man, because it was so cold.
And it's across the board. My wife is from Jupiter Farms and Lake Worth, right up the street here by you.
Yeah.
And she lived in New York for I think a year or something, maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter, way back before we met. And every year she complains that it's not cold on Christmas.
Yeah, it's
every year, like
it's
clockwork.
the weirdest. It's the weirdest. Now, back then it used to get us. I mean, you kind of got that spirit, especially when you go out there in the malls, you shopping. It would get me crunk back in the day, but now that I don't want to spend that kind of money, we do what we got to do minimum wise. Hell, even the G Pips, man, what they get from me is functional. Hey, it's outside toys.
Well, I mean, let's face the truth. You see your G Pips a lot.
A lot.
And
That's what
you're getting them little gifts all the time.
All the time.
You're taking them on adventures and activities.
But now we got to do
so
the
it's
tree.
it's not like the grandparents that live in Connecticut and see their grandkids a couple times a year, 4 times a year. It's a different dynamic. The holiday's a little more special. When you don't see the family as much as we get to see ours.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm spoiled when it comes to that. I always talk to my friends that they're living away from their grands or kids. I got them all right here, and so yeah, it's definitely that. But yeah, but you still got to figure out some way to make it special because they're just 4, and so they get into all of this. They love to see that when the tree goes up and all this other stuff. And back in my mind, I'm like, boy, I'm about to yank the rug from under y'all feet in a couple of years.
I'll tell you what, one more thing before we ride on out of here on this note is, do you have any advice for the people on avoiding the holiday burnout and stress management? Because you're a move your body guy, you're a eat right guy, you're a personal trainer. Like, give us like 2 or 3, like, this is what you can do to not just rip yourself apart and be wrecked by January 1st.
Okay. It's also the biggest time of year of self-harm. So you got to make sure that this is, and a lot of that self-harm comes from people who just feel inadequate during this time of the year.
All right.
So, hey, listen, you don't have to give nobody nothing. So don't let that make you depressed. You cannot be depressed and work out at the same time. It's chemically impossible. So you start feeling bad, get up and do something. Get up and move, especially if you're down here where it's 85. Go out there and do something. If you're in below zero, go in your basement and do something. You got to move, you got to do this, but don't overstress yourself trying to appease people, even kids that will not remember the value of that gift in 3 months. So, hey, look, spend that time together, be happy. If you are depressed, if you are stressed, find somebody to talk to, peer counseling, whatever you got to do, take care of that. And then don't overeat yourself into a coma to the point where you've ruined all the good work you've done. Sample. Sample. I'm going to sample.
Then you're going to overcorrect in January for a few weeks, and then who knows what after that.
And so, because trust me, I will eat the macaroni and cheese on the Christmas day. I'm going to have the dip. I'm going to do all of that. But because I've been portion controlling most of the year, I won't be able to do a whole lot. But I'm bringing some home. So I'm going to have a couple days because don't forget my birthday is a couple days after that. So this week is my loose week. I'm going to be loose.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to be loose, but I'm not going to let that scale go crazy because I work too damn hard to get that weight off to blow it in a week.
All right. So just keep it under wraps a little bit, basically.
Hey,
move your body.
I hate the moderation word, but
move your body.
Moderation.
And maybe not 3 pieces of cheesecake.
Yeah. Just try to sample. become a sampler. Sample. I'm going to sample some macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
I'm going to sample the cornbread. I'm going to sample the cheesecake. But you got to sample. So, I mean, hey, just don't blow it because the next day the sun comes up and reality hits you.
But do not sample the cheesecake at Capitol Grill because you'll eat the whole thing. I was a victim, but we'll talk about that later.
That's a whole nother
It's
subject.
another episode. Yeah.
Until Capitol Grill pays us for that. But either way,
yeah, another episode.
I'm just telling you, because it's just like sticker shock. When you buy that new car, everybody goes, ooh, for about 2 months. Then after that, you pull up, nobody oohs and ahs no more. But that $700, $800, $900 car payment keeps coming around every month.
Every month.
Same way with your credit cards. If you didn't save money for Christmas, don't spend it. If you didn't save money for that particular day, don't spend it. It's challenging.
You have to understand it costs 30% more because of that interest
Yeah,
rate on their credit card. 28.8% more.
So hey, listen, if it costs 100, now it's gonna cost you 128. Depending on how long you leave it, it could cost you several hundred. So, but either way, so that way we tied it. We brought in a little physical health, a little fiscal health, and the mental, because again, we do want to make sure. In my line of work, we see it quite a bit during this time of the year. It's not even shocking when you get that call that somebody is.
I tell you what, I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna get out of here. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and commit to starting back on carnivore after I fell off the wagon. And I'm going to start it early, and I'm going to shoot some videos on how to do it during Christmas.
Okay.
And during New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Because New Year's Day is a big party, right?
Yeah, huge.
Big party.
Huge.
Big party day. Lots of food.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm going to Curfton's house, and he'll have a ton of cooked meat. Delicious.
And it can be done. I did it pretty much over Thanksgiving. I pretty much stayed tight. So I literally sampled once.
All right.
Everything else was on point.
I think that's probably. I mean, that's the question I get the most out of any of the
holidays.
Is the food. What do I eat? Yeah. How do I do it? What do I cook? How do I make it?
We're gonna have a real good surprise for y'all with that.
That's my man. That's what I was getting at.
Because we're gonna have a big surprise for you coming up for the new year. So go ahead and enjoy, but don't cripple yourself, because we got something real special for you. That we're going to
next week. You'll see it next week. You'll see it next week.
You'll see it next week, and be ready. It shouldn't be a shock to you by now if you've been following us.
Shouldn't be shocking in any way.
But it's going to be very interactive. So we will actually be talking with you directly during this process. So just buckle up for the ride. You know what? I again, thank you. Thank everybody for supporting us this year. And that's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for you guys that have supported us. Me and my absolute identical twin brother here. And man, you made this show successful, and we are continuing to grow. We're going to continue to bring you some good content, some fun content. We got some cooking stuff coming up. We got on location stuff coming for you. That's gonna be so much fun.
I got nothing else. He just articulated it perfectly. So everything Vince just said, ditto. And thank you again. We will see you next week from the podcast Twins, and from the Twin Cave. We are out.
We are going to finish with my man. You can't just pass up Don Cornelius like this. All my Soul Train fans, you know how Don Cornelius used to send the show off. He said, we're going to wish you love, peace, and soul.
Whatever he just said.
Peace.